that's the story I want to tell you about today and how you can obtain it today again too. I'm gonna I'm gonna open up my screen, share it a little bit with you, and see if I can't get it set up to the presentation mode here. There we go. And it's through a company called 7K Metals that started a little more than 4 years ago in Idaho Falls, Idaho. And it started with a mission, and it meshed and melded directly with a mission that I had been doing in teaching people about the value of owning assets and not saving paper. Uh, and that's an important factor that we're going to share with everyone today, and that you're sharing with everyone else. And it's because of first some facts. We're going to go through some really quick facts here, and you can get more information. But sometimes many people see it and catch it really quick because they know they're working harder, and they seem to get more and more behind every day. It seems things are going costing more every day. They don't understand. Their wages aren't going up. Their income's not going up. But things are always seem like we get more and more in debt, just like the government's doing. Well, it's all because of this one graph here. This one graph will tell 10,000 words more than I can explain it. And it's something I found out many years ago. Uh, in 1913, America created that, what we call currency, uh, that we've been using to, to right up to now today. And they also had at that time gold and silver coins. And we may remember that. And you had a 1 ounce silver coin and a $1 bill. They would buy exactly the same amount of goods and services. Well, if we fast forward to just 100 years, the first 100 years, this dollar in 2013 would not even buy a nickel's worth of the same goods and services. But this 1 ounce silver coin bought much more than it bought in 1913 of the same goods and services. And so, why is that? Why aren't we being taught about this? Well, the truth is, they don't want you to know. In 1971, we went off the gold standard. See, before, America did go through wars, they did go through ups and downs, and they printed more. They printed money, but they could not print more of this paper than they had gold and silver actually in their own vaults at Fort Knox. And so once they went off the gold standard, because they just couldn't help themselves from spending more money than they were going to get, and to enrich themselves and all of their financial big buddies and people in control of the government. Now that's the truth. Okay. I know because I'm a chemical engineer and have a master's in business, and I was taught all the same things that you and I were taught. And I did the thing with investing and putting everything over in a 401k and mutual funds and stock. And, I wasn't getting ahead, but I saw that. I saw that real quick. And I saw in doing so, when stocks would go bankrupt on me or mutual funds would tank and then never recover, you know, I learned one thing: this never goes bankrupt. Neither does gold. You used to have a $20 gold piece, 1 ounce gold piece, or a $20 bill. See, they created this currency for convenience because you didn't want to carry around, pocketfuls or sacks full of gold and silver. But that's what it was created for. But it's turned into something totally different. And the government just willy nilly prints up this paper all the time. In fact, they're going to put it up in a couple of $2 trillion more this year. and and they don't have it and never will get it. So what happens with all those dollars we've been saving in CDs, 401ks, and in paper instruments like mutual funds and bonds, well, they get diluted. Like if you took a great, you know, uh, pitcher of tea and then poured it into a 5-gallon jug and then poured the rest of it filled up with water. Well, that's what's happening to your money. It's not inflation. It's not all that kind of stuff. So let me illustrate what I'm talking about really well. Today is 2021. This dollar doesn't even buy a penny's worth of those goods and services in 1913. But this silver coin will buy 37 times more of those same goods and services than it did in 1913. So if you have this, you're getting ahead. If you have this, you're getting behind her. And that's the real key. Okay. Now, well, I'm going to give you all, these are all government statistics, by the way. These aren't 7K statistics, but you're hearing about them for the first time in the proper perspective. And that's what we want to talk about. You're accustomed to heating and cooling your home, car insurance, water and sewer, food at home and food to eat out. These are all things that you're very familiar with. But see, these in 18 years, look, your car insurance has doubled on average. But some of you, that's occurred a lot faster. It didn't take 18 years, and it's even occurred a lot higher than this. This is what they call the average in America from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Okay, but has your incomes, any of your incomes, increased in these type of percentages in that same time frame? The majority of people say absolutely not. Well, that's what we're talking about. So we're going to talk. We're going to tell you about sound money, and we want you to join in our mission of telling other people you know about sound money. We're out to educate people about the case for God's money, gold and silver, and that's sound money is what we call it. Now, the governments and the wealthy people and financial institutions have used these secrets for decades and decades, and it's time that we all know the secrets of the wealthy because they have continued to amass and protect their wealth. It doesn't matter, it's relative. You've earned your wealth. You need to be able to protect it and keep it. And so that's why we're on a mission to telling everybody. So just a few more facts real quick. That $1 bill in 1965 and that 1-ounce silver coin bought a gallon of milk. Fast forward 2019, a dollar bill will not buy any milk. But that same 1-ounce silver coin will buy 5.1 gallons in 2019. Hello, in 2021, it buys 7 gallons. That's pretty powerful. The 1965 Ford Mustang came out in 1965, beautiful car. I knew about that. I graduated from high school in 64, working on my chemical engineering degree at LSU in 1965. And I wanted one of those things so bad, but I was on loan and, working a job, trying to work my way through my college degree. And there's just no way I could afford a $2,500 loan to buy one of those cars. But I knew if I bought one of those cars, every girl in college would want to go out with me, but, it would take 2,500 1-ounce silver coins or 2,500 $1 bills to buy that car for cash in 1965. Well, what are we taught to save? Dollar bills, CDs, annuities, all these things, 401ks, it's all paper. All of our, well, if we're saving that and then we get to retirement and we need a new automobile to go, they do go kaput. They don't run forever. And so you need a new vehicle. You go draw out $2,500 and take it to the Ford store. You certainly can't get a car. Maybe the wheels, the tires. But had you been saving gold and silver, those same 2,500 1-ounce silver coins will buy 2 brand new Ford Mustangs today. That's what we're talking about. Same thing with gold. Let's give one quick example. In 1965, a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,000-square-foot home, average in America. I know it's not the same everywhere, but that was the average. Cost $10,000. Yep, $10,000. That was a starter home. Now, let's just ask the question that's been asked tens of thousands of times in our survey. And if you had already you have a good job, you got approved, you're about to buy your first starter home, start your family, and you got your 30-year mortgage approved, and a week before you were about to sign that 30-year mortgage piece of paper to get your first home, you inherited $10,000. Well, what would you do with it? That's the question. Well, here's the answer that more than 94% of Americans responded. No one, not even a percentile, responded that they would buy gold. They'd put it in gold. Not even a 1/10 of 1%. Did not respond that. Okay. But here's what the 94+% responded. Some said they'd pay cash for the house and not get the mortgage, but 94% said they'd pay a little bit more down on the house, so they'd reduce their note. They'd go buy a brand new car, and they would buy some furniture for the new house. And if they had anything left over, they'd stick it in the bank for an emergency fund. That's what 94+% of Americans, because we're taught wrong. We're not taught the things that we're now showing you and explaining to you, and that you can show to others. And so had they put it in gold, went ahead and got their mortgage, and it would have been paid off in 1995. Yeah, they would still, even if a person paid cash for it, it's only worth $85,000. That's a good return, we would think, the way we've been taught, but not true. Because see, if they would have went ahead and got their mortgage, it still would have been paid off. They'd own it free and clear. But look what kind of retirement they could have had. That $10,000 worth of gold turned into over $500,000. But actually, here it is in 2021, it's almost 700 grand. See, it keeps making money for you in terms of buying power. Buying power is what counts, not what it's worth, up and down daily value. That's not what's important. Long-term buying power, that's what's important. And so after seeing these stats, does your financial future seem a little bit more challenging? But why aren't your financial professionals telling you this? Truth is, they don't want you to know. They can't get rich off your back and my back. That's the real truth. I just say it plain. 7K doesn't say it as plain as I do, but I got the experience to back it up. In 40 years of investing and 30+ years in investing in gold and silver and buying gold and silver. So I know that market pretty well. And again, it's one of those things that got me debt free at the young age of 52 and never have to work again and do the things I love to do with people that I love to do them with. And I did that in a little more than a 4-year period in a gold and silver company with one of the founders of this company, Richard Wayne Hansen. And so this is the purpose of 7K, is to help guide people on a journey to help create and protect the true wealth for them, their family, and their legacy, because you deserve it. And that's what 7K is, what brought 7K all about. The 4 founders of 7K, Roger Ball, Richard Wayne Hansen, Josh Anderson, Zach Davis, all independently wealthy, did not need to have extra income, but this is the way of giving back. This is a way of giving back because they realize everyone needs to own gold and silver, but no one had the opportunity, nor did they even know why they needed to do it. And so that's what we call our mission, to change people's lives. to change people's lives by giving them information, letting them make the decision. If you have information, you can make an informed business. But if you're given all the wrong information, I call it brainwashing because I feel I was brainwashed. And I know that everybody is because they do that on purpose. If you know about gold and silver, they can't get rich off of you. They don't make money off that. You get it and you hold it and you let it secure your wealth. You don't day trade it like stocks. You don't buy it today to sell tomorrow. That's not why you're doing it. You're doing it for the purpose of protecting your wealth and securing your wealth. Now you can get some of the other part too. So here's the questions that many of the founders had, that they know resonate with you. Where should I buy it? Who should I trust? What should I buy? How do I buy in small quantities, affordable quantities? And how do I get more of it? Now, see, that part we all know. Everybody wants all the gold and silver they can possibly get, but they don't know. They don't, these other answers, they really don't know. And hopefully they wouldn't go to some old website and buy gold and silver. I mean, how do they know they're even getting real product and not fake stuff? That's the problem with most of this is most people get fake stuff and they don't know it. Well, you want to buy from reputable dealers that buy direct from the mints. And that's what 7K does. 7K only buys from mints or direct from the dealer that buys from the mint. And what they did is they cut all of the middlemen out. So only 13 authorized dealers in the United States buy from the United States, from the US Mint. Now, they get dealer price. They get the lowest price. Nobody can get their price. No one. Well, the dealers sold to wholesalers and brokers, and then the wholesalers and brokers sell to retailers, and the retailers sold to individuals. That's basically how the markets work for over 30 plus years. Well, 7K is changing that. They cut out all the middlemen through a membership program. And that's why they created the membership benefit with no minimums, no maximum, made it affordable for the first time for the average guy and gal or the wealthy. They want to save money, they can buy it here too. Okay. They can just become a member. I mean, we've all heard of Amazon, Prime, Costco, Sam's. Those are membership models. Well, that's all that 7K did. We're the Amazon Prime or Costco of the gold and silver world. Now, when we first started out, not many people knew about it because only people can find out are people who are told by another member. They don't advertise on TV and spend all that worthless money because they couldn't sell you product at cost if you became a member. Now, the most efficient and effective form of marketing and business building is people telling people you can grow at a rate you can sustain, and then it's the most efficient. You don't pay out money unless you're making money. Well, this is a membership benefit. There are ways that 7K makes money, just like Costco, just like Amazon Prime, the rest of them. It's the membership program. Okay, that's the key. Just DuckDuckGo, Costco worldwide membership, and then multiply it times that membership that's renewed every year. How many billions of dollars that Costco makes on a membership? They don't make money on the products, and they just hope they break even there. Well, this is the membership model. So this is all part of being a member too, is learning about the gold and silver, getting a complete education, not just a little quick presentation like I'm doing here. It's getting a complete presentation about your buyer certification. And this teaches you, how the wealthy has always used sound money for their gain. Wouldn't you like to know that? Well, that's included in your membership. Key factors to protect your personal finance in any economy. And we need to know that, in particular when our economies start faltering. And we may be on the prefaces of that happening right now. And what is the value of an MS-70? So most people don't even know what an MS-70 coin is. Well, that's very important for coin collecting and diversification, because see, these products gain value much faster than gold and silver bullion does. Okay, but everybody's familiar with gold and silver bullion. But wouldn't you like products to be diversified and you make bigger money? So in summary, real quick, 5 reasons for sound money. Hedge against poor government decisions. Now, I know we all know our government makes great decisions, so we don't need this, right? It gets worse and worse, it seems like, every day. But this is what is a real problem. Potential economic collapse. That's happened with quite a few recent countries. I mean, we don't have to go back to Germany and its collapse of its economic system. We can just look at a few that's Zimbabwe, where their currency went to nothing. I mean, you could have 1 trillion Zimbabwe dollars and you couldn't even buy a slice of bread. Venezuela, Cuba, Bolivia, just recently, a couple of weeks ago, right there in South America. Those are economic, and more of those are going to come each and every year. How about when Greece had that big reset and the European community had to bail them out? And that may happen again in Europe. Quite a few countries may have that impacted on them in the very near future. That's not over. We're going to teach you about why you need to own gold and silver. That's how you accumulate wealth. You don't accumulate wealth by saving that paper. It's just fiat. It's just fake. Real money is how you accumulate wealth, and wealth protection. What do I mean by wealth protection? Well, that's the part that it's real money, and regardless of what happens, that's that protection. Well, it's also security. In Louisiana, we have a lot of people in South Louisiana keep what we call mattress money. They want to tuck away a few dollars every week or every paycheck and stuff it under that mattress. They don't want to put it in the bank because they don't want the government to know they got it and they're saving. Well, it's that security blanket, right? But houses catch on fire, and mattresses catch on fire, and when they catch on fire, what happens to that paper they got under the mattress? It turns to ashes. Well, see, if they're saving the right thing, they're saving gold and silver coins. Well, it may not be a pretty, beautiful 1 ounce silver coin or gold coin, but that's worth more. But it'd be a glob of pure silver or a glob of pure gold, because see, you can't destroy God's money. He made it. He's the only one that can make it, and you can't destroy it either. So you got a glob of real money left in your hand. You can at least get spot price for it, okay? And you won't get the premiums in a silver eagle or a gold eagle. So that's what we mean by having protection and security. You keep it in a form that is worth something, always has an intrinsic value to it. Portfolio diversification. This is part of coin collecting and getting different types of products. And we teach you about that in that buyer certification. So we're going to tell you about a $1.2 million mistake. I made it. Their founders made it. We all made it because, see, I had some numismatic products and things like that. I just thought they were neat to have. I wanted some of those rare things, but I didn't really know about this market. It's the fastest growing market in the world. $4+ billion market, the numismatic coin world. Well, here, that's an MS-70. It looks inside that plastic just like that bullion coin. Say bullion, this hand takes it's passed on. A lot of people touch it. No hand, no human skin has ever touched that coin inside that plastic, and it's perfect. See, millions and millions of these are made every year at the U.S. Mint. Millions and millions. but less than 5% ever get rated by NGC or PCSG to be a perfect, flawless MS70 coin. That's the top rating. Okay, so rarity means value, and they collect and they get value faster than bullion. Even though I've told you about 1965 to here with the milk, the Ford, we talked about 1913 to current time. See, that's over time with bullion because of them printing up money. Well, here we're talking about instead of taking $105 every month and stick it in a mutual fund or a stock, and that would be kind of like a retail price of an MS70 coin. What you would do is buy one of these, put it on, just buy one every month. If you'd have bought one every month since 1986, you'd have a collection worth over $1.2 million, but you'd have spent less than $50,000. There's nothing you could have put money in to do that. Nothing. And so that's why we call it the $1.2 million mistake. So 7K created an autosaver program. So because most people won't go out and, now you learn this, won't just go out and buy one every month. That's why you have IRAs and 401k saving programs. They pull it out of your paycheck and just stick it over there automatically and tell you to forget about it. But they're getting rich off of us, see, in that program. Here, you buy these products, you put them over there, and you really do forget about them and let them gain value. That's an autosaver program. 7K offers that to its members, and it does it for them. They find these things. Well, we have three type of products that you can put on autosave. The basic MS70, a Silver Eagle, it's a state club program. In the beginning, 4 years ago, it was just a generic product that everybody else had, and ours cost more than most people's. But Home Shopping Network still sold it for much more than 7K, and they were the biggest retailer of MS70s. Well, you cannot buy our basic coin anymore because it's a 50-state coin collection. It's a subset of a subset, and that makes it even more rare. And there are limited coins in each state that are actually being produced. And those that get a 50-state collection will have the most valuable collection, and it's $105, kind of like the example I gave. And it's 15 points, remember points, like airline mileage, okay? Just think of it in airline mileage. Okay, the variety is another exclusive coin made only for 7K. Now it's the Animal Series State Series, much more limited and rare in terms of production. And so it's 139 and 20 points. The specialty is super rare silver coins or gold coins. They're much harder to, gold coins softer, much more difficult to get an MS70 gold coin. They're more rare, in other words. And so they're $309.30 points. Those are the three that are offered right now, which 7K. Then we offer Sound Money Wallet and free private vault storage for your metals if you don't want to keep them at home. This is kind of like internet banking. You have a bank account at the bank, and that's where they physically keep your money. But you look at your account on the internet, and you see your balance. You see the checks going in and out, and deposits and all. But that's what a Sound Money Wallet is. Except we can do gold and silver with ours and cash. That's pretty cool. And we see all of our transactions, and it comes free with your membership. Okay. And so you can actually take cash, put it in your Sound Money Wallet from your bank, or fund it through wire or mail in a check and fund it. And then you can, at a click of a button, turn that cash in your Sound Money Wallet into gold, into silver. And you can buy it, store it, trade it, cash it out, and more. You get the highest buyback prices. And you can store up to $25,000 in the vault, 7K's vault. Instead of shipping it to your home, you can store it there, and it's well insured and well protected. It's insured by Lloyd's of London, has military grade security. And so it's free, $25,000. That you can't find this anywhere. This is powerful. These are membership benefits. And I just talked about what you can do, but you can understand there's no fee here. The only fees are when you're converting gold to cash, silver to cash. You're supposed to be leaving it here long term, but it's not for day trading. This is your security blanket. Buy it, hold it. That's the thing we do with precious metal. You want something that you want to hold, then you buy it from our product list and have it shipped to you. Now you can use your cash and sound money wallet to do that. Same thing, but you actually make a physical order. We also have a 7K Advantage discount program. Many other companies have this same type of program, but they charge their members $29.95 to $39.95 extra a month to get this program. It's free with those on auto shipper and active with our 7K company. You get to save at stores that you normally shop at, even Home Depot, where you're having your oil changed in your vehicles, or getting tires, going on exclusive vacations at hundreds of thousands, 400,000 hotels around the world, exclusive five-star resorts that you get discounts on, and even airline mileage discount. So it's just deals on just about everything. It's put a little app on your phone, and it follows you around the world, and in those locations, you even at your favorite restaurant that you eat at frequently. And if it's not there, you just ask 7K Advantage to see about adding that restaurant to their list. We have 7K Getaway. See, these are all benefits of membership. 7K Getaway, a once a year 7K does this huge trip, makes it affordable for everyone to these 5-star resorts around the world, and they get better prices than any of us could get individually, and offer it to members if they want to go. They don't have to go. And they put a little contest to it, so you can even get points off their discounted rates that they able to get, or even a free trip. My wife and I's got a free trip 3 years in a row to the Getaways. Back to maybe 4, I don't know. But now that's the membership benefits. Now everybody should be a member of 7K. It's $199. You don't have to make extra money, but we have ways to earn extra money. And what I want to share with you real quick is there's 2 types of memberships, okay? And these are them. A standard membership, I call a buyer's member. A person that wants to be a member, like Amazon Prime, Costco, Sam's, just be a member. I want everything. Well, you get a 1-year membership. You still get the buyer certification. You get the collector's training. You get the member direct pricing. You get to buy bullion at dealer cost and have it shipped to you. You get the sound money wallet. You get all those things. And you're going to get what we call all the tools that are included in the premium packet for 3 months. Then they're shut off. Okay. So you can still earn income here if you want, but you're going to have to pay fees for that. Okay. A premium membership is built for a person who wants to earn some extra money, or wants to earn a lifetime lifestyle changing income level over time. Being part of help communicate and help teach about gold and silver, help share the mission, share the information, and why people should own gold and silver. It's $4.99. Just think about it. You get to own your own internet gold and silver business for $499. You couldn't even get the 4 websites, any one of the 4, for $499. It is a value par excellence as far as I'm concerned. And you can earn up to $12,500 a week. Now, don't let me scare you away with $12,500 a week. Let me show you how. Okay? What we're going to do is tell you about this unique, once in a lifetime compensation plan. When you become a member and you're on the auto shipper and you're going to stay active every month, you need to be active to be able to earn a check. Okay. And so they have what is called a team concept. And you want to team up with at least two people, one on your team one and one on your team two, or your left team and your right team, any way you want to say it. But you will personally sponsor. They sign up on your website. They enroll to get their membership on your website, and then you're their personal sponsor, and you're going to get points. If they came in with $199, it's 50 points. If they come in with a $499, it's 150 points. And if they're ordering the auto shippers every month, once a month, it's 15, 20, or 30 points. So I want you to understand how the points come. Okay. Now, if this person tells this person they're going to get the points for their membership, and you do too, full, yet it's not discounted. It didn't go lower and lower and lower as it goes down with a person telling people, like a lot of other companies in similar type comp plans, but there's no comp plan like this. This goes for infinity as it goes around the world. Team one, team two. So if you just got one here and one here, and then when points come up, people joining or people buying the auto, you get 500 points here and 500 points here, and you got one in here, you're an associate, you earn a $500 check. And they subtract 500 points out of it. And guess what? As more members join, as people buy coin, they come up to the point, to your counter, you get 500 points, you get another $500 check. That's pretty powerful. What if you could turn that into $500 every week? And that's what a lot of people do. So let me just kind of give you a quick synopsis of what this means. Membership count points, okay? And it posts all the way up the computer to every person that's active. Now, those memberships are renewed. Those same points count the next year when they renew, 50 or 150. Standard membership, business membership, that monthly autosaver program. Every time they buy or purchase a coin, those points come up to the counter and accumulate in that counter. Then they have rare coin sales. They call coin drops. These things always sell out in just a few minutes. But there's extra points associated with it, comes up the counter. I'm not even going to discuss the retail sales that's on the e-commerce site. You don't really sell product. You just point people to your e-commerce website. They can buy on there and you can get retail profit. Okay. That's just another way. I like to talk about the way that I did this. You know, Richard Wayne Hansen, about a couple of weeks after they started 7K, gave me a call and said, Bob, we're going to do it all over again. 5 on left, 5 on right, $500 above average check for people. And this time we're going to have the lowest price gold and silver in the marketplace. And that immediately caught my interest. Lowest price gold and silver in the marketplace. I've been buying gold and silver. I buy from every one of the majors. I know them all. I know all the prices. And I even use private storage. And so he tells me we're going to do this again. And I was able to live a life with no boss, no employees since the age of 52, have no financial concerns, have no worries about where my bills are going to be paid next year, 10 years from now, because I had a big reserve for gold and silver that I already showed you what it happens over time. When you have a reserve of it, you build it up one coin at a time, by the way. Okay. Well, quite simply, I joined, and it's the same model that we're telling people about. You join, get a business membership. You're right there. You're declaring to the government you want those 1099 tax benefits, and you find a partner. You put them on a left team. They join on your site. You do that on the right team, and then when they tell other people, points come up. And on that team, you get 500 points on here and 500 points every year, and you get a $500 check. You got all your money back. You do that in a week. You do it in 2 weeks. You do it in 3 weeks. These points just roll over until you get 500 points, as long as you're active. That's pretty cool. Okay. So let's say they keep telling people and other people, and they're all joining just like it happened with us. And then, you get another 500 points up there. You get another $500 check because all you had to have was one on your left, one on your right. Well, then you start getting more points than that coming up. And you're not getting paid on those because you're just an associate. Well, you want to know how you can get paid on those points that are coming up. Well, you can get $1,000 as a copper. See, I was a copper in the first 2 days. I earned $1,000 the first 2 days because we had a short week when I joined. And so, we had payroll week on Saturday with the company, and we earned $1,000 because I was a copper. Okay, how you a copper? Well, you bring in another person. You don't tell just one. You put them on the left team, put another person on the right team. That's two on each side that joined because of you, 7K, because you told them about it. You shared with them. You helped them understand why they need to own gold and silver. And so one of these two need to be an associate. Well, you already know how to do that. That's one on the left, one on the right. So you got an associate on your left, associate on the right. You have two members active. Well, you can get 1,000. So when the points are 1,000, you get 1,000. It'll have two cycles every 500 points. Okay, cool. You start getting more than 1,000. Well, you don't get paid on that because you're just a copper. You want to learn how to get paid on that? Well, become a bronze. How do you become a bronze? Well, you tell more people and you put a third person on your team on the left, third person on the team on the right. One of those three need to be a copper just like you were. And you already know how to do that. So you don't have to understand this whole complex. Just take it a step at a time, a bite at a time. As you progress, you will learn everything because all you do is duplicate what you just did. That's all. That's all. And you added a third person on your team on the left side and the right side, or team one, team two. And then when the points accumulate to 2,000 on each side, you get a $2,000 check. 2,000 a week. That's a six-figure income. That's significant. A lot of people change what they're doing in 7K when they hit that mark right there. Some people change what they're doing, like Bruce Harris when he hit $1,000 every week, because he wasn't making that as an Idaho potato truck driver. He wasn't making anywhere near 1,000 a week, and working lots of hours. Well, how do you become a silver? How do you make that 3,500 a week? Well, bronze, you had 3 and 3 on each side. Well, you add 2 more, make a total of 5 on your left, 5 on your right, and one of those 5 need to be a bronze like you were. And this is a business of people helping people, people training people. And that's the neat part about this. And then, yeah, you make more money. You make 7,000 a week like I do. And so how do you do that? You become a goal. You tell 3 more people, a total of 8, join you on your left team. 3 more people on your right team from a silver, total of 8. 1 on your left team and 1 on your right team need to be a silver. You know how to do that because you just were a silver. Okay. So it's that same process duplicated as we go up the scale with infinite level points and infinite level as we wrap around the world. Now, that's not all you can make, but that's a significant income. So I need to tell you, I didn't start just with one on my left and one on my right. Before I even told anyone, I sponsored my wife on the left and I sponsored her company on the right. Okay. So we started with what I call a business family pack, like I did back in the 90s, which gave me leveraged income. I went ahead and built the business the same way, using the system that I teach, our group. And so when we started making average checks of 500 a week, 6 weeks in a row, well, we started working on my wife's business too, because she had a bank account. And then we started working on the left side of her. And so she was making a check and I was making a check. That's like 2 checks. Okay. That's pretty cool. And you're making leveraged income. And then, we ultimately sponsored in the last year, just a little more than a year ago, Wayne Clark, and we had him sponsor on my wife's business instead of mine. we placed him on the inside here. He became the first executive goal in the company. An executive goal, you make 10,000 a week, but that's pretty powerful. Now, my wife is a goal also now. And so she hadn't made a $7,000 check yet, but she's made a lot of $6,000 checks in a week and a lot of $6,500 checks in a week. So when you add those two together, it makes a very nice week sometimes. And so we're just progressing up. Now, we didn't make this kind of income at the very beginning. I worked it part-time in retirement and having fun trying to help people, because I only sponsored 2 people other than my wife on my left side, and they were older than me. And I sponsored 4 other people that were still working in retirement, but they had to go back to work because they had more month than they had money. And so I just told them to get in this with me. Let's lock arms. Let's, make you some extra money, get you some gold and silver. And that's what we did. And we teamed up, and, they're all making extra money and buying gold and silver, and they're really happy they joined, by the way. Oh, the 4 that said no out of the 8 that I talked to that first night, they're all in the business too now, but they're further down. Okay, they wished they would have joined right at that first night I called them. But long story short, we don't have a presidential goal in the company yet. And I think it's going to come from our new people that's coming, because we're growing very rapidly in the mainland. We're kind of sweeping. We have kind of fast growth right now going on. We just came to Hawaii. Hawaii, to me, is the gateway to the Asia Pacific market. That's where we're going to have tons of rapid growth. I know those markets really well. I developed them in the corporate world that I work with BASF and FO Albemarle. And so that's where we're at today. We're opened all 50 states. Of course, we were immediately open in all 50 states in the United States when we began at 7K. We have been open in Canada for almost a little more than a year right now. We're just opened in the UK, just recently opened in Ireland, and we're open just not too long ago in Australia and New Zealand. And we have an official opening and an actual permanent employee of 7K in Singapore. And that basically it's going to be one of the center of operations because it's a financial capital of the world. So we asked you, here are the membership benefits. Residual income for a lifetime. How does that sound for just $495? And a little bit more for a business family pack, which could net you $1.9 million for you and your family, residual income for the rest of your life. Gee whiz, that's pretty neat. What an opportunity. And our product is sound money, gold and silver. The Auto Saver program, the Advantage Rewards program, the 7K limited and rare coins that are available, gold back IRAs. Yeah, you can get gold back IRAs. You can get them at 7K's cost, dealer direct cost where you go. You get a lot more gold in rolling over your IRA. The 7K healthcare program. Many people join just for this because of their expensive healthcare that they can't afford anymore. Now they get group rates. Powerful. Okay. And it covers pre-existing conditions. It'd be just like if you went to work for Exxon. That's the membership benefit. You get the Sound Money wallet. You get dealer direct pricing and more and more. But here's the key I like to point out. You are in a 1099 tax write-off home-based business. So many of your personal expenses become business expenses. This business does not cost you money if you learn how to operate it properly as a business and treat it like a business and treat it like you paid 300 grand for the franchise. So, I'm going to ask you to ask yourself, how would it feel to know you had control over your financial future? You can do it with 7K if you join us, and we'll help you and we'll teach you. How would your life be different if you had more time, more money to do what you love to do? way back since I was 52 in 2000. The year 2000, I was 52, I think, somewhere around there. I can't even remember anymore. 1998. Okay. 1998. Debt free, uh, more money in the bank than I needed, and a couple more years, I had enough to live off for the rest of my life. That takes a lot of stress off your life. And you can do that too with 7K, because see, we're the best kept secret there is right now. I have a program. We want you to join. You want to join up with a team of us. Let us teach you how. Let us help you and join our team. You get to earn while you learn. You get to have fun. You get to accumulate wealth and build wealth. And you get to help a lot of other people. I hope you see what we see. I hope you become a part of the team today, because somebody else is going to join if you take too long, and they could have been under you and you could have gotten those points. That's just kind of how it works. So I appreciate your time and your attention, and get back with the person that invited you to this presentation and just tell them, hey, I want to become part of this. Tell me about that business family. I want to know more. I want to know more about that. And then let's get going. And I want some gold and silver now at Dealer Cop. Thank you.